Took 39 days for VP Kamala Harris to finally do an in-depth interview since becoming the Democratic presidential nominee, as she was asked questions about her past, since she hasn't explained anything about her future policy proposals.
What I believe the American people deserve, which is a new way forward, and turn the page on the last decade of what I believe has been contrary to where the spirit of our country really lies.
But the last decade, of course, the last 3.5 years has been part of your administration.
I'm talking about an era that started about a decade ago.
The Washington Examiner wrote, despite answering fewer than a dozen questions in the more than a month since becoming the ostensible future of the Democratic Party, Harris conjured nothing more than a feast of world salads during her first ever interview as nominee, or that is to say, Harris said nothing of consequence at all. Our coverage kicks off with Mark Boyle at the live desk with the latest on the interview and where the campaign stand today. Good morning to you.
Jan, good morning to you. Hot off her first TV interview since becoming the Democratic nominee, VP Kamala Harris is not campaigning today. No events scheduled. Her husband, however, set to speak in San Francisco as well as Aspen, Colorado at a fundraising event. Harris's next major public event will be Labor Day in Detroit. In last night's interview, Harris defended shifting away from some of her more progressive positions, but those changes are now fueling critics who say she flipped the script on major policies like decriminalizing border crossings, a position she took in her last run for president. Harris, however, insisted, quote, her values have not changed.
Dana, I think the most important and most significant aspect of my policy perspective and decisions is my values have not changed. My value around what we need to do to secure our border, that value has not changed. I spent 2 terms as the Attorney General of California prosecuting transnational criminal organizations, violations of American laws regarding the illegal passage of guns, drugs, and human beings across our border. My values have not changed.
Another major flip-flop critics are talking about this morning, a ban on fracking. It's a key issue to her electability in oil-rich Pennsylvania, of course, one of the major battleground states that could end up deciding the winner of the race come November. In 2019, Harris said she was in favor of banning fracking, but she changed her tune in last night's interview.
Will you commit to implementing a federal ban on fracking your first day in office, adding the United States to the list of countries who have banned this devastating practice?
There's no question I'm in favor of banning fracking. I made that clear on the debate stage in 2020, that I would not ban fracking. As vice president, I did not ban fracking. As president, I will not ban fracking.
Thursday, Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump campaigned in Michigan and held a town hall in Wisconsin, moderated by former Representative Tulsi Gabbard. Now, today, he is headed to Pennsylvania, where he'll speak this evening. We are keeping a close eye on the very latest on the campaign trail as it heats up here in Washington, D.C., right here at the live desk and online all the time at thenationaldesk.com.